Welcome to Sundry Sports for Thursday, June 18th. We begin with Cowboys Wire as usual, brought to you by USA Today. News: Elliott feeling well but not happy. Cowboys wide receiver best trio in NFL? I still don't understand what those have to do with each other. It was the usual kind of sleepy Monday the NFL fan endures every June, right up until news came down Dallas Cowboys players had been diagnosed with coronavirus, or tested positive with coronavirus. Anyway, he's not happy because he didn't like that his agent had to tell people. And it would be nice if his business could be his business, but he is a professional athlete and everybody has to have their nose in the business of professional athletes and celebrities and the like. So, there's that. SportsWire. Follow your favorite teams and discover the biggest stories first on the App Store and Google Play. Cowboys news. Woods for 2020 Pro Bowl. DiNucci stock up. Uni watch. Have the Cowboys found another gem at the quarterback position? Can their returning starting safety emerge on a national level? What's the latest on the Hall of Fame game, and how does a lack of practice impact the team? Well, that sounds like a lot of stuff is packed into one thing. Have the Cowboys found another gem at the quarterback position? I wonder. That sounds intriguing. The first preseason game, the Hall of Fame game between Dallas and Pittsburgh, is surprisingly right around the corner. If it actually happens, is it going to happen? Training camp is set for July 22nd, and the season opening game is only 15 days after that. It seems very unlikely fans will be there, and there's even a chance it's canceled altogether. There you go. How will this shortened offseason impact the Cowboys and their mostly new coaching staff? Only time will tell, but the Cowboys staff writers give their best guesses. ESPN determined that Eli Manning and not Tony Romo was the NFC East quarterback of the decade. Bullshit. That may not be right, thank you, but a number of other Cowboys deservingly made the list. Similar to Romo, Ben DiNucci is an unknown, small-school QB prospect that has some real positive traits, making him an intriguing third quarterback and project for McCarthy and company. That's a weird segue. So you went from talking about the whole decade thing to something that's a current thing? Xavier Woods is ready to take the next step in 2020, and Amari Cooper teaches a class on route running. All that and more here are the Cowboys news and notes for June 16th, 2020. Oh, so that was just your introduction. If it's a big if, the game still happens, the governor of the host state is warning it will not look like anything they've put on before. How does lack of practice time figure? Would the Cowboys retain the rights to Travis Frederick in a similar fashion to Witten's retirement in 2018? Will the lack of a real off-season hurt the players or help them by keeping them fresh? Cowboys staff writers David Hellman and Johnny Oping try their best to answer these fan questions. Film room. 3 Cowboys who will soar in 2020, including how Xavier Woods can evolve into a Pro Bowl caliber safety. From the Dallas Morning News. John Owning is one of the best sources for breakdowns of what players do and don't do well. In this article, he examines 3 young talents in Dallas and details how each could have their best season to date. Position breakdown. Defensive end, Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys upgraded their defensive tackles in the offseason, but the defensive end position is another story. We know DeMarcus Lawrence is elite, but he really needs to be just that in the upcoming season. Project players like Aldon Smith and Randy Gregory will attempt to replace Robert Quinn. Johnny Oping takes a deeper look at the Dallas pass rushers. Romo skipped on ESPN's NFC All-Decade team littered with Cowboys. Those fuckers. Evaluating James Madison's Ben DiNucci, the Cowboys' latest developmental quarterback. Ben DiNucci is relatively unknown because he played at James Madison University. Bob Sturm of The Athletic digs deep into the tape and discovers that there is a lot to like from the young gunslinger, especially considering where he stands on the depth chart. Depth is good. Cowboys Amari Cooper breaks down how he skillfully breaks down defenders. Cowboys Wire. Amari Cooper sits down with NFL Network's Kurt Warner and Brian Baldinger to talk about the nuance, patience, and technique he uses to confuse and outplay opposing defensive backs. Cool. NFL's top 10 divisional rivalries, Cowboys versus Eagles, Packers versus Bears, battle for top spot on all-time list, CBS Sports. The Cowboys and the other three NFC East teams all seem of the biggest rivalries in the league. That doesn't make sense. The Cowboys-Eagles matchup, especially in the last 2 decades, has stood out more than ever. Find out where that rivalry ranks amongst the whole league. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. That was a bunch of stuff. Dak Prescott's deal isn't done. Here's the latest with 1 month before deadline. This was the latest a couple of days ago. Romo skipped. Yep. Cole Hikutini has chance of his lifetime, with Cowboys in 2020. Okay. Cowboys Amari Cooper, blah, blah, blah. Ohio governor says Cowboys-Steelers Hall of Fame game may be sans fans. Not surprising. 105.3 The Fan nosebleed seats show. Jerry silence, Creighton pulling up. Ezekiel Elliott not pleased. Agent had to confirm coronavirus test results. Prescott and Romo steered Cowboys through bad decade of defense. Old one. But I'll say it again, it was mostly Romo. Romo did all the hard work. Continue.